What's going on? It's your dog, Artmanthegreat. Hold on, let me put this up here. Artman the motherfucking great. And we're back with another boxing conversation. Oh man. Some people are happy, some people are upset. Some folks are eating humble pies, some folks are talking crazy. But I'm here to explain what I'm saying, how I feel about the situation at hand. I'm waiting till everybody join in before we start cooking, but I'm gonna have to smoke for this one because this right here, it hurt me. It hurt me in my soul, man. I was touched. I was like, man, how could this happen? But it did happen. And unfortunately, Devin Haney, he lost to Ryan Garcia. And in an honest defeat, it wasn't no foul. I wouldn't say no super foul play shit going on. Nothing like that. You know, they both knew what it was coming into the fight. So you can't really make no excuse for it. Nonetheless, it was a good fight though. I was fucking with it because my, my bad. Somebody had called me, um, but you said you had it a draw. Look, here's my thing. It could have been a draw, but that last knockdown was like, nah, you ain't gonna get away with a draw with that one. Because if he's actually, I think it's actually pretty good that he took an L over to get in the draw because niggas have been eating his ass up alive on motherfucking Twitter. I mean, they still eating his ass up right now. But man, they treat this shit like the biggest win in boxing, modern boxing, which is understandable because I agree. Folks don't want to say it, but this is how I feel. I agree with them. They subconsciously say this. A win over an FBA in its prime is one of the biggest things you can do as a non-black fighter in this game. It's perceived as something that is better than becoming undisputed. I know folks probably gonna watch this and say, "Oh, how can you say that?" Nah, that's really how they think for real. Beating a prime FBA fighter undefeated, it's a big win. For those who don't know FBA, just say it's Black American, a prime Black American fighter. But you said Ryan Garcia shook up the world. Yeah, he did. Salute to him. I can't hate on it. As a boxing fan, I can't hate. But it does hurt seeing that the man that got his hand raised isn't my guy, Devin Haney. But I'm not like these other guys that's going to delete their accounts and all that shit and go in here crying and shit. Nah, fuck all that. Dev, we went into the game thinking Dev was going to do something that we normally see, which is, box, 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 box. But nope, he actually went in there and tried to trade with the guy. Oh man, the first 30 seconds of the fight was even tough to watch because it was just like this. I'm sitting back watching. I'm watching with my pops and my girl. We're smoking. We watching the fight. Round one come. I see Devin fighting in the pocket with him. I'm like, okay, cool, cool. You fighting in the pocket with him. You say you're gonna take it to the middle. Next you know it, I must have turned my head 1 second to turn back. Dev getting caught with a fucking left hook in the opening bell. I said, oh my God. You ever watch the fight and seen like the first round and think to yourself, damn, this is gonna be a long fucking night. Cause that's how I felt. Another way I felt that way. I felt that way during the Spence Crawford fight when I seen Errol Spence throwing that jab slow, and Bud popped his head back with a jab. I said, "Oh shit, this is gonna be a long night." And exactly, it was a long night. Watching that fight, I'm like, okay, first round, you know, he fell him out. He ended up getting caught, which is like, wow, he got caught. That's some crazy shit. I didn't expect that. But Dev's still in there. He ain't fall asleep. He's still in there. His leg's still a little bit under him. He's in there. Second round, Dev go in there, start boxing, jab, jab. Hold on, it's a fucking bee out here. I do not like fucking. Hold on, it's a bee. I gotta roll my fucking window up. I don't fuck around with no bees. Hell no. Hold on. Nah, but I ain't making no excuses. I'm not making no excuses. They both knew what it was coming into the fight. Dev could have told that nigga, hey man, fuck that 15, that 1.5. I ain't fighting you. You coming in too heavy. Hell no, I ain't ready for that. Dev could have pulled that and canceled the whole event. But he said, nah, he want to go through with it. So I cannot make an excuse. I can't. Because he had an option to quit. Bro, it was in his right to cancel the bout because Garcia didn't even try to make the weight. But Dev said, nah, fuck that. He took the cash and continued. And they worked him. It worked him. Motherfucker Ryan Garcia worked him in there. He used every little bit of advantage he had. And Dev, you know, this is a situation where Dev could have won this fucking fight, but he went in there and he abandoned the game plan, try to go in there and trade with a guy that can punch and quick like that. And for those who've been watching my channel, I've always said it. Dev gotta avoid that left hook because that shit is fast. The only thing I fear from Dev in that fight is him getting caught with that left hook. Ben said that shit. But me being a Dev fan, I didn't assume that he was gonna go in there and abandon the game plan. I thought, he's gonna fight a little bit smarter than that. But sometimes guys have bad nights, and like Mike Tyson saying, you get punched and all that plan that you had goes out the fucking window. My dude 503 line said, "What's good, Art man? You gonna talk some good shit or make excuses, but salute to you." No, I'm talking my shit how I feel personally. And it's just my opinion. Consider my opinion an opinion from a complete stranger online. You don't have to hold it and say, "Oh man, I'm hold this by law." No, this is just my opinion. This is how I feel about the situation. Dev could have won that fight if he would have boxed. But he went in there trying to trade. And this motherfucker's amped up already. Like, he done already hurt you early. So it's like, nigga, if I can hurt you early and you ain't throwing nothing at me that's gonna make me second guess, nigga, I'm gonna keep on fighting in spurts on your ass. And it happens. And sometimes shit like that in boxing happens, man. And some fighters, they adapt. They get caught early and they adapt and say, I ain't gonna be like that. I'm gonna switch things up. Dev ass, on the other hand, he got caught and said, fuck it, I gotta go back in there with him. Like, come on, man. You should have just fucking boxed. Now you got Ryan hyped up. You got everybody hyped up saying, "Oh my God, look at that. You washed and all that shit." Like, man, it's crazy. With boxing, you're only as good as your last fight. So they're gonna be holding this against Haney for a while. So he's gonna have to take his time off, relax, and go ahead and fight your mandatory, and then get back in the mix. It's gonna take a little minute for him to recover, but he's still in there. I'm not like these other fans though that's gonna switch up on him, man. A lot of these niggas switching up. I can't respect that. We gotta speak on that. We definitely gotta speak on it. So I was so happy to see Ryan win. Bill and Dev are so disrespectful to Islam. I hope Devin wakes and get a new trainer. Stop watching Floyd, man. And that right there, I don't like that shit. I don't like y'all bringing up religion and all that shit when it comes to boxing. Like, there's a time and place for that. Not in boxing, because nobody's saying, "Oh, this is the reason why uh, Ryan Garcia lost to motherfucking Javante Davis is because he's Christian." Nah, we don't do that shit around here. That's just on some weird shit. I think Devin should play the villain role from now on. Like, man, he's been too nice and respectful, and then he still gets shitted on. Niggas talking about he being disrespectful to Islam when all he did was motherfucking praise Islam for everything that he's accomplished in life. So I can't respect nobody trying to question or hate on somebody religion. Like, nah, we don't do that around here. But yeah, anyways, look, a lot of niggas trying to shit on Dev, bro. Like, man, they were shitting on him before, but now it's like you lost because you Muslim, you lost because you question Floyd. And I asked this question on Twitter. I said, when did niggas become Floyd fans again? And I'm not talking about what he did in the ring. I'm talking about the Floyd outside the ring that's retired. Like, man, I thought y'all hated Floyd. Remember Mr. Floyd? Mr. I, I, I follow my own trends. I don't care if nobody, if people not wearing Gucci. I'm wearing Gucci because Gucci ain't never did nothing real. You know, Mr. Everybody was boycotting Gucci. This nigga said, fuck that. Fuck what y'all niggas talk about. I'm rocking with Gucci. And then next thing you know, everybody's talking about they hate Floyd, they ain't rocking with Floyd. Or when it comes to Javante business, niggas talking about some old Floyd, he always trying to make it about himself. He ain't trying to share the spotlight. Y'all was saying all this shit about Floyd, saying Floyd need to just stay in his lane, stay in this place. He retired, his time is over. Now Floyd and Bill going at it for whatever reason, and niggas is like, oh yeah, I'm siding with Floyd, I'm riding with Floyd. Nigga, y'all some mismatch ass niggas, man. I just don't understand the hate that y'all got for Bill and Dev, man. That shit is just fucking crazy, dude. Young black father with his son. Nigga became undisputed and junior welterweight champion. Still the junior welterweight champion. Because he's a true professional to the sport. No drugs, no motherfucking smoking, no none of that shit. And y'all hating on that man like this nigga fucking Tyson Fury or something. Like, Tyson Fury gave y'all niggas more shit to hate on than motherfucking Devin Haney. Y'all hate that nigga. Y'all hate motherfucking Devin Haney more than y'all hate Tyson Fury. Nigga, Tyson Fury brought the whole motherfucking fans and the mob into fucking boxing. Now we talking about fights in Saudi and shit now. Because this motherfucker getting banned from the country. All types of shit. Niggas cheated allegations, all that shit. Refs. And y'all want to talk about Harvey Doc, the motherfucking ref, talk about, oh, he saved Dev and all that shit. Nigga, what about Jack Reeves, nigga? Y'all don't never talk shit about that nigga. But y'all got smoke for motherfucking Bill and Dev and all that shit, but no smoke for niggas like Fury and shit, which is weird to me. But anyways, Devin lost. I rock with Dev. I don't care if he lost because it's a part of the game. One thing I always mention on my channel is that he can lose. These fighters can lose. The favorites can lose. But niggas like, nah, Art man, nah, you just so pro Haney. You can't see it. Nah, nigga, I can see it. The better man won that night. Salute to Ryan Garcia. My thing is, what's next for Dev? What does he have to do to bounce back? Hold on. Hold on. I'm about to cook on this real quick. My dude, he says Seaside Drew said Muslims don't try to set other Muslims up. Bill dropped Coach Malachi now location New York. Everything could have happened to brother. Come on, we know. Nigga, what? What? You talk about brother Malachi? Motherfucking Bill and Malachi was just doing a motherfucking video together where they was just linking up, talking and chilling. And you over here trying to bang for that nigga. If he don't got a problem, why the fuck you got a problem? The fuck? Nigga, Coach Coon, Malachi, he was posted with motherfucking Bill Haney. They took pictures and all that shit, nigga. How come he ain't press him then? Hell no. That shit, y'all hate for Bill really be trying to translate to motherfucking to Dev. Said Bill gave 78 Addy of coach. That's why he's so bad. Said Bill didn't do that. Said that's cap, bro. Like that's some weird shit. What you mean he dropped the Addy like that nigga posted like, yeah, come pull up and get that nigga. Drop this Addy, so what? So a troll could pull up on him and kill him? Is that what you trying to say? I don't get it. I don't. What you talking about, nigga? This Coach Malachi ain't no fucking rich ass baller or somewhere. Niggas gonna try to come get that nigga, rob him. Says 78 pulled up on Coach. You can't tell me that motherfucking Coach is scared of fucking 78. Come on now. Said Coach do have a problem. He called Bill out when he got because Bill gave 78 Sports to his hotel. Did they bump heads in the elevator? Drew Tight was looking for Coach all weekend. So he said the first of all, nigga, this guy Drew, salute to brother Drew. Ain't this man in law enforcement? Nigga, he ain't out here trying to hurt no fucking civilian, bro. Come on, man. Ain't nobody trying to hurt that man. You acting like these some young niggas with some switches and they about to pull up on him and fucking air out his hotel. Come on, man. Said I thought Bill was gonna lose after the Said I thought Bill was gonna lose after the first hit. Even Devin wanted to box the whole fight. Fight showed Devin defense flaws. Man, I wouldn't even say super defensive flaws. I feel like Dev, like, he just had the wrong game plan. Because we done seen Dev avoid the left hook before. We seen Dev get caught with the left hook before. But like I've said, we seen him avoid it before. I feel like he just came in there with the wrong plan and he underestimated Ryan Garcia's speed. I was saying it, bro. I was watching the clips of Ryan and I'm like, okay, this nigga look crazy. But then again, this nigga, that left hook is still there and that shit is fast and I can hear the pop on the pads. I can see the reaction Derek James is getting on his face when he's getting caught, when he's catching that left hook on the pads. Dev, he had the wrong game plan, man. He did. And I know he gonna sit back and watch the film and be thinking to himself, like, man, what the fuck? What was I thinking? But nigga, it happens. Unless your name was Floyd Money Mayweather Jr., it's hard to leave this game untouched, especially if you're running towards the smoke. But now it got me questioning, bro. Are y'all gonna do this with every fighter that fucking lose? Every black American fighter that lose? Are y'all gonna be doing that every time? Because it seemed to me, it's like when a certain fighter lose, the L be a little bit harder because he getting attacked on all sides. There's no justification. No, oh nigga, you know what I'm saying? You can bounce back, nigga. We gotta force that shit because we looking at it like, hold on, y'all doing this one too many. Wilder lost. Niggas talking about Wilder disgrace to the black community and all this wild shit. Wilder's trash. He's terrible. But when Wilder was winning fights, motherfucking knocking niggas' heads off, niggas was buying the pay per view. The numbers don't lie. Niggas was watching the motherfucking fight. Niggas was showing up to the motherfucking fight when Wilder was knocking niggas' heads off. But he losing all of a sudden. Fuck that nigga. He an embarrassment. Oh, that nigga got no skills. He can't do shit. Nigga, Spence, once upon a time, 2017, 2018 type shit, 19, Spence was looking like, he looking untouchable. Rock solid welterweight. You know what I'm saying? New generation welterweight. Putting the beats on dudes. Physically fit, physically strong, ripping your body up. Nigga, they was praising Spence. Unified champion Spence. Praising him. Lose to Bud Crawford? Nah, that nigga trash. Derek James is trash too. Derek James make all his fighters stiff. Nigga, I could pull up a tweet right now where a nigga said that. Derek James make his fighters stiff and shit. Derek James, terrible coach. They need to get rid of Derek James. Now Derek James fucking helped Ryan Garcia win a fight. Niggas is talking about some damn. I mean, Derek James, he fuck around and be trainer in the motherfucking year. Nah, you niggas is phony, bro. Y'all real phony. Y'all real phony. Said Haney fans have to accept he might not be the fighter that he thought he was. Nah, he's a good fighter. What you mean? My perception of Devin Haney hasn't changed. He's a good fighter. If anything, we gotta accept that Ryan may be a better fighter than we thought he was. I ain't finna throw, and I can't respect that because it's not like this nigga went out there and got completely just dominated, destroyed. He won some rounds. I mean, he did get hurt. He did. I ain't denying that. But it's not like he went out there and got completely washed, nigga, round 1 to round 12. One thing I did notice in that fight, the size difference in that motherfucking fight. But I get it. People are like, oh, well, this time he's fighting somebody that's going to be bigger than him or his size, so he should be cool with it. I get it. I get it. I definitely do. But y'all got to call spade a spade, my nigga. How the hell is this a fight where the winner ain't leaving with the fucking belt? The winner didn't leave with the fucking belt. How was that? How do you explain that to people? Oh, because he came in 3 pounds heavy. That shit just sounds crazy. Said Ryan missed weight when he has Dev done that. When has Dev done that? And my thing is, like I said, you can't really make an excuse for it because Devin knew going into this fight that Ryan purposely came in overweight. But Dev want to be a professional. He want to drain himself down to the 140 limit. Well, how this nigga Ryan said, nah, fuck all that, nigga. I'm about to just come down to whatever I can, whatever I feel physically fit in, and you about to see what I'm gonna do. Cause nigga, at the end of this shit, nigga, fuck that belt, nigga. We about to be fucking couple M's up, nigga. And that's exactly what happened. And I can't do nothing but just look at it and say, damn, nigga, you should have seen that shit coming, bro. You want us to be professional. I feel like what we gotta learn in boxing now as fans, and these boxers should learn this too, is that sometimes these guys coming to these fights, they not coming to motherfucking win a professional bout. Like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to keep it clean with you. Nigga, they coming to win the motherfucking fight. They ain't trying to be square, do square dealing with you. They're trying to come there to win a motherfucking fight by any means necessary, nigga. If I have some of advantage over you, nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. You should be trying. Somebody, what's that quote? They said, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's what I feel like at this point. Like, bro, not necessarily saying that he's cheating. I'm just saying, like, bro, sometimes you gotta say, fuck these rules. You gotta go in there try to fucking knock a nigga head off, bro. Fuck it. Any advantage that you can have, go in there and do it, man. Not saying that you gotta use fucking pads or anything like that, but you should never underestimate your opponent. Never underestimate what your opponent is capable of doing. Wilder, he went into that motherfucking Fury 2 fight thinking, oh man, look, I just fought that nigga the first time. This shit about to be easy. I'm about to make this nigga to a fucking trivia question, Black History trivia question or some shit. Oh, this about to be easy. I already felt that nigga punches. It's nothing. He go in there in the second fight, regardless if niggas want to believe Tyson Fury cheated or not, nigga, you could see with your own 2 eyes. He went in there on some underhand shit. And he went out there and Wilder getting punched on. That's why Wilder eyes was looking all bucket shit, because he looking like, oh shit, this nigga wasn't hitting me like this the first time. What the fuck? And niggas want to talk about the crunk style, turning your punches and all that shit. No, nigga. No, nigga. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Tyson Fury was never known as a fucking puncher. And when he did get knockouts, he was doing some underhand shit to get the fucking knockout, like the Steve Cunningham fucking fight. So I'm just saying, like, fighters, especially black fighters, stop going to these fights thinking, oh, this is gonna be a nice, clean fucking fight. Cause it's not, nigga. You don't know what the fuck these niggas are capable of. But you seen it, nigga. Devin Haney. He accepted the 1.5 and he said, fuck it, I'ma still fight. He had every right to motherfucking call off the fight. And I know it would have hurt a lot of people's feelings, refunds and all that shit. You gotta see other niggas fight, probably. But nigga, if you're not prepared to go to war and get dirty, then nigga just call that shit off. Because if you go out there and get your ass whooped, they gonna clown you. They nigga making memes. They calling this nigga. I ain't gonna lie, I had to laugh at this one. They say he looked like motherfucking what's his name? Raven's dad off of That's So Raven at the Chill Grill. That shit is fucking funny because I always said he kind of do look like that nigga. But man, gotta keep that shit 100. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. You said Devin definitely looks small compared to Ryan. Look back at Ryan versus Tank Photos. Ryan looked like a crackhead. If Dev would have called off the fight, people would have called him all types of scared. Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. But nigga, sometimes you go in there thinking it's gonna be one way, they end up being another. So they call Dev a weight bully and he makes weight. Ryan gets the benefit of doubt. Gee, I wonder why. We already know what time it is, but you know, if you start saying it, they gonna say, "Oh, nigga, you just making excuses and all that shit." So you just gonna have to hold that shit. So Devin was calling Ryan fat before the fight. I'm not trying to hear weight excuse. Haney was probably hoping Ryan missed weight because he negotiated 5K per round. But here's the thing: he probably thought, and this is why that tweet that I made that got Ryan to block me when I said the weight cut is gonna be crazy. The reason why I said that is because I was under the impression, and I'm pretty sure Devin was probably under the impression that even though he's not gonna be able to make weight, he's gonna try to attempt to make weight. And when you try to make weight, motherfucking the second time, that shit is fucking hard. Like you gotta wear sauna suits, do push-ups and jumping jacks and all types of wild shit. Completely dry your body out just so you can make weight. Niggas had to fucking cut their braids off. Sean Porter, all types of weird shit. Weigh in, butt ass naked. Ryan said, "Fuck that. I'm about to go into that fight, nigga. Like I'm just going to a motherfucking gym. I don't give a fuck about weights, nigga, and all that shit and how much I weigh, nigga. I'm just going there feeling the best I can because I'm coming there to win. Fuck a belt. Ryan's gonna fuck around, go around. He's probably gonna retire, not a fucking champion, but he's gonna have a good W on his belt because that Haney W, I look at that as pretty good. That's a pretty good W, despite all the weight and all that shit. That's a good W. It definitely is. You beat an undefeated FBA fighter in his prime. That's a good W. Definitely. Say EJ got clowned the worst in my opinion. Yeah, they was calling motherfucking EJ all types of shit, man. Oh my god. Somebody made a tweet. Somebody made a tweet. I ain't gonna say no names, but so Errol Spence, right? That's the good brother he is. One of his supporters has cancer. So he reached out to that supporter. He talked about, I'm gonna, go visit you and say hey and all that shit. He went out there, chatted with the man, supported him at his time of need. You requested to see Errol Spence, right? Good brother. Somebody comment on that fucking tweet and said, if I was dying of cancer, I wouldn't want no nigga who just got his ass whooped next to me. I'm like, oh my fucking god, you niggas are fucking crazy, bro. Y'all have no respect for these guys after. It's wild. Said Devin loss was worse because it was Ryan. At least EJ got whooped by Bud. I can agree. I can agree. I definitely I can definitely agree. But they still shit on them. So I'm same height and build as Ryan. I'm 175 pounds. But here's the thing. Can't make excuse for Dev because Dev rehydrate big too, but Ryan rehydrate heavier than Dev. Come on, see you tomorrow. Nigga, fuck you. Punk. I'm about to knock this nigga out, bro. Jack Alter is a fucking sucker, dude. I'm about to knock him the fuck out. All this little anger I got for this Devin Haney fight, I'm about to knock this dude out. Hell yeah. But anyways, look. Say anyone who's cut weight knows the last pound or two is hardest. Even the last zero point 0.4. Hell, imagine not having to do that the last 3.2. Exactly. But Dev, took the cash, That's a nice little extra vacation money. 1.5 mil, niggas. Some niggas don't even make that shit in their lifetime. And he got that off a nigga missing weight, bro. I get it. I see why niggas wouldn't want to call off the fight. Plus, you're gonna have to give that money back. Probably gonna have to give back your purse and all that shit. Come on, niggas don't want to do that shit. And then, okay, let me cook on this real quick. And then the whole Floyd Mayweather, Bill Haney. I didn't watch that shit. You know why? Because I understand that emotions are high, and I understand that Floyd is a type of person that capitalizes off the moment. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna watch that shit because it's just embarrassing. Two old brothers just arguing over some stupid shit. Like, come on, niggas talking about they in the streets, niggas talking about they not in the streets. Like, it's just some weirdo shit. Just keep that shit to yourself. So I'm gonna keep that 100. Like, I don't want to see that. That's not what I want to see after a boxing match. Niggas diss their niggas' religions and niggas talk about all that. I ain't trying to hear that. As a boxing fan, especially a black boxing fan, I don't want to see two brothers arguing and fighting over stupid shit and taking that shit outside of fucking boxing. But also, I can't respect the Floyd Mayweather, basically coaching Ryan on how to beat Devin Haney, basically explaining like coming over. Because Floyd did the same shit to Marquez, and a lot of black folks, I'm gonna have to call y'all out. Marcus is kind of questionable because that nigga was hella big over fucking Marquez, man. But it is what it is. Floyd was always the more skilled fighter. But just Floyd instructing Ryan to come in over, like, man, it's like, nigga, that's some fucked up shit. But ain't no fans or friends in this industry. And a lot of boxers gotta move like that. Like, y'all gotta understand, like, y'all can't be thinking like niggas gonna be on cold with you, and especially if y'all got into it, y'all fell out. You gotta expect your ops to come at you like that, man. And Bill, he falling right into the trap, man. Come on, man. Don't get too fucking hyped up into this shit with Floyd Mayweather because you're not gonna win because obviously the fans, they not rocking with you like that. Besides, the Haney fans, we rocking with you. We rocking with Bill. But some of these people they ain't rocking with Bill and they ain't rocking with Dev. So they willing to side with somebody that they don't usually rock with, which is Floyd, over you. So Bill, he just gotta chill, man. Just take some time off. Y'all gotta regroup. You know what I'm saying? The team took a hit. Shouldn't be in the cameras fucking talking and shit. You should just take some time off and then come back. Okay, we said don't let Jack do you like Luma did Haney. Nigga, what you mean? Haney won the fucking fight. Said I thought Henry Garcia said they only you never know. They probably didn't say because who knows? Said what's good, brothers? Floyd Garcia and Mayweather just being himself. Yeah. Said Bill was the antagonist though. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying Bill just gotta leave that shit alone. Like, bro, even if I don't even know why you even picked up the phone on that nigga to even do a live stream because emotions is high. And niggas is thinking like, man, where do we go from here? Um, if I was in their camp, if I was in DHP, what I would recommend that they do is basically just take some time off. I say take about 4 or 5, 6 months off. You know, the longest you can. You know, for that mandatory, and then come back and train and see where Dev had at, and go ahead and fight that mandatory, which is Sandor Martin, which is a winnable fight for Dev. You know what I'm saying? Depending how, if Dev's damaged or anything like that, because this ain't no video game. After a fight, niggas just don't come back 100%, especially if you get knocked down and shit's face swelling and shit like that. So yeah, you gotta take some time off. I suggest he come back and fight Sandor Martin, and then after fighting Sandor Martin, probably try to fight motherfucking Tio. I think Tio fuck around and try to fight him. After seeing Devin lose, I feel like now he'll get the call when it comes to making these fights happen. But my dude said, bro, Artman, don't believe, but Garcia skinned his gloves. I can prove it. Man, look, and that just goes back to what I said. Like, niggas is coming to fight, and you just got to be prepared, nigga. Like, can't expect nigga shit to be on the up and up. But if you can't prove it, if he ain't fighting for it, you shouldn't even try to fight for it. So a lot of channels showing their true colors these days. I notice. Yeah. And, and I'm just doing the same old shit, which is supporting Devin and talking boxing. I'm trying to keep it as fair and honest as possible. Salute to Ryan. He got the belt for obvious reasons. But at the end of the day, the story will tell that Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney. Gervonta Davis beat Ryan Garcia. So I don't know where we go from here when it comes to Ryan Garcia. I don't know if he's gonna fight Boots Ennis. Hell no. I don't think he's gonna fight no. I think Ryan's gonna do like exhibitions and shit. He probably fuck around and retire. He can retire with this motherfucking win over Dev. So I told y'all what skill gap really was, homie. Dev got heart though, and I still think he got a lot left. Said Bill looks stupid on that live. Yo, son just lost, and you on IG talking about street shit, former world champion. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he could have just not even bring that shit up. Shit's crazy though. But anyways, look. So we got some good fights coming up in boxing, man. Um, Frank Martin versus Gervonta Davis, man. Now that's gonna be a really telling fight because I know niggas don't want to say it. They're gonna say, "Oh well, you can't really think like that because he's a different fighters or whatever." But Derek James, I ain't gonna lie, he got a little fire in this camp right now with that win over Devin Haney, bro. You can't tell me there ain't no little motivation up in the camp right now. That boy Frank Martin, he's fucking working. Now Gervonta Davis, he got that power. He got that equalizer, bro. He can definitely stop the show whenever round he, lands on the motherfucker. But Frank Martin, he could throw them hands too. And he ain't no hoe. He ain't scared. That motherfucker's training. He's working hard. I see him in the gym. Nigga look like he already on fight weight. And that goes for the both of them. So this is looking like this is gonna be a dog fight. I'm expecting this shit to look like motherfucking Sean Porter versus Bud Crawford. I feel like it's gonna be in that cloth. And the reason why I feel like it's gonna be in that lane is because you got two FBAs in their prime, both 29, both fast, both athletic. But the only thing that separates them really is Devin's fucking not Devin, Gervonta Davis IQ, his ring generalship, his speed, his power, his technique. I wouldn't be surprised if Gervonta Davis stops Frank in like the fifth round when it just started heating up because he has really good accuracy. It's like he can see that punch coming and he can see the counter coming. He's a good counter puncher. So I can see it ending in the 5th round. But I can also see Frank Martin putting up a fucking good fight, probably catching Frank with some catching Tank with some shit, a left hand. But Tank got a good chin. So I agree. Frank head is extremely stationary, but he has a good balance. He does. He does. Let's talk about let's talk about that fight real quick, man. With Frank Martin, he got that power, man, in that left hand. He definitely do. There's a couple fights where he fucking dropped dudes like fucking Duno, man. He made that motherfucker flop like a goddamn fish, man. Caught that nigga with a clean. I think it was a left hand, a clean left hand. The power's there, and a lot of folks talk about his last fight with Artem. One thing I noticed in that fight is, yeah, those body shots was getting Frank Martin. But one thing it showed that brother can take a punch, and he has power from round 1 to round 12. That last round was really telling. If that was a 15 rounder, he would have stopped that nigga. Definitely. Because that last round, he had that motherfucker doing a Colin Kaepernick. Said, I think Frank has to put a pace on Tank, and use stamina and output to win. Yeah, and that's why I feel like it has to be like a Sean Porter Bud Crawford fight. Because if you go back and watch that fight, even a Mean Machine Bud Crawford fight, like you gotta put the pressure on the boxer, the skill, the skillful boxer. You gotta put the pressure on him. If Frank goes in there and try to like sit back and tries to fight, say on the outside with him, you try to pick his shots, he's gonna get stopped. Or it's gonna fuck around and be a boring ass decision win for Javante. And nobody wants to go to a Javante fight and see a decision. So he's gonna have to fight the inside. Frank, he got some short arms, man. He really do. But he knows how to get in the inside. He definitely do. Said right. A sharpshooter like Crawford or Tank, you gotta be rough and press them while being defensively sound, of course. Yeah, you gonna take a couple punches, but you gonna have to be able to dish out some harder punches. You gotta fight with your motherfucking heart, nigga. You can't be in there trying to play chess with a nigga. Nah, fuck that. You gotta go in there trying to be rough as fuck. Keep them hands up. Keep them hands up. But after he throw his punch, nigga, you gotta throw your punch 10 times harder. Smother him on the fucking ropes. Look at the Rolly versus Javante Davis fight. A lot of people be like, Javante Davis, he whooped Rolly easy, you know what I'm saying? Which is true, he did whip him, but when Rolly started pressuring Tank he gets on his back foot. He has really good feet actually. But he gets on his back foot. But if you catch him, you know what I'm saying, trying to back up and there's enough rope right behind him, he might bounce off the ropes and you can catch him with some shit. Trying to fight off his back foot. But you can also get caught with some shit fighting off his back foot as well, like how he did Rolly. But Rolly, his ass, he left that shit wide open for Tank. That shit was money. He left his chin right, like he was serving that shit to Tank. Tank caught him with that left and had that nigga in the fucking ropes like he was about to get motherfucking hit by Rey Mysterio. Goddamn, man. I feel like Tank gets in a lot of niggas' heads before they fight. That's why I wanted Tank versus Devin because I knew Dev ain't shook of Tank at all. And I still want that fight. But right now that's looking like I don't know. You got to put that in the same category as AJ versus Wilder right now. But with this fight though, I said about the press conference. I can't wait till there's a press conference for Frank versus Tank. And the reason why I can't wait for this press conference is because Frank is a Midwest nigga, man. And one thing about Midwest niggas is you might think they soft, but when you put them in that corner, nigga, they gonna get on your ass. You know what I'm saying? They're a lot street smarter than you think, definitely. And niggas like Frank Martin, he ain't no hoe. You can tell he ain't no motherfucking hoe. And I know niggas who know him personally. They say he's one of the ones. He ain't scared or nothing like that. And I feel like Javante, he getting a lot of these dudes' hands like a Mike Tyson, like, oh, nigga, he going to sleep. I'm about to knock your ass out, pushing niggas and shit at the way in and all that. He getting in their head and all that. But it's gonna be a different animal when you try to get into it with Frank. It's gonna be like two pit bulls going at it, man. For real. So I got a feeling Frank gonna shit the bed. Dude, I was laughing because I had said something like that earlier, but I ain't saying shit the bed or anything like that. I said that I felt like sometimes the moment could be too big for a fighter. Like, man, Frank, he gonna have to understand, bro. It's gonna be a lot of pressure on them. We see what happens when you put these pressure on these fighters. They get the crying and shit in the motherfucking interviews with Roy Jones Jr. So it's gonna be a lot of pressure. They gonna be booing bro. They gonna be booing the hell out of Frank, bro. Just because they gonna be treating Frank like he the biggest op. Nah, real shit, bro. And that's gonna be the funny part about the motherfucking build up. The fans gonna be trying to bang on this nigga Frank like he did something crazy to Javante by even signing up to even fuck with this nigga. Which is gonna make the press conference really, really, really telling. Say, yeah, we'll get Frank's energy at the conference. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Me, I'm the type of person I really like judging fights based off like what I see in the build up, for real. And I feel like if Frank goes in there on his Caleb Plant shit, man, Caleb Plant had all the energy in the world for Canelo in the first press conference, bro. And then that second press conference when shit was getting real, like, oh shit, the fight about to be about a week and a half from now, a couple days from now type shit. Niggas start getting they tunes start changing. They start feeling a little different. Then they get into the ring, talk about some, yeah, I'm pretty good for a 12-0 fighter or some bullshit. Sometimes the pressure be too much for these guys. They fold at the end of the day, but I just don't see that in Frank. I don't see that in Frank. But one thing I'm noticing from Frank, he is smiling a lot more. So he know the money's real. So hopefully he's not just satisfied with just giving Tank a tough fight. He should be going there and trying to take the W. Because if he wins this shit, Derek James gonna be looking like a Hall of Fame coach for sure. First ballot. Says Shalom, Artmanthegreat. Shout out to you, man. Oh, hell yeah, man. But anyways, look, I gotta get up out of here. I'm gonna do a live session in a little bit. I gotta go get me some food. Probably go for a run. It's a nice day out here in Minnesota. But anyways, artmanapparel.com.